Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over some ideas that I think Doors could use to save itself. It's very obviously been losing population, it's been dying, and I think that a couple of these ideas should help it bring back some replayability and such. So these are all fan ideas, all made by me. There might have been some other people that have had similar ideas, but I promise you these are all made by me. I have nothing to do with the actual game. I do not know the developers personally, and all these are purely fan ideas and will more than likely not be added. But without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first idea I have is honestly long overdue. And honestly, I know it was rebuffed in the Hotel Plus update, but I think the courtyard needs a rebuff again. Because, like, there's a lot of reasonings going into this. First of all, there's just an empty pit underneath the courtyard statue. And I definitely feel like there needs to be, like, something unique there to fill the gap, if you will. And I wanted to have something, like, a bit more lore. And I feel like there's a lot they could do with that. So that's definitely one thing that they need to do. And the other thing is that basement area with the shears. Honestly, what's other than to get a bunch of gold, what's the point of that? So I actually fixed this, and I made an idea where if you go use the shears to get into the courtyard basement, you have to go into like an actual basement, like kind of like the actual like lever basements in the hotel, and you can open a gate, and if you go through this gate, there will be like some loot areas. And you can get a unique item used to open the courtyard statue, as well as there will be some vine chests here, and some unique items and other loot. Once again, I just feel like there's a lot they could have done with the courtyard and all the extra space they have there between the courtyard basement and the courtyard statue that they haven't done. So that's why I feel like this is long overdue. Okay, so the next thing we have is modifiers. I feel like modifiers overall are great, but there's definitely a couple of them that, well, don't really fit. So all of them honestly are doing really good. I do think there's two of them specifically that need to be updated though. Number one is voice acting, right here. Voice acting, honestly, it's out of date. There's a lot of characters that don't have it. And El Goblino's voice acting broke, so you can't really hear it anymore. So I definitely think they need to fix the voice acting and maybe add some new characters to it. And then the second one is chat control. Chat control is honestly out of date. There's a lot of things they can add to that. Just a couple of ideas is I think they should be able to perhaps lock the room they're in. They should be able to yes, they should be able to lock the current room, maybe turn the screen black and white, spawn Jack, spawn Sally, spawn Glitch, perhaps even void the room, I feel like would be a goofy one to do. Using a certain mechanic that I will explain later, I'm not going to spoil that part. Maybe make the player drop all of their items, give the player a crucifix, give the player a guidance effect.
Get your jersey on.
And then they should also be able to give players an illegal item, such as a holy hand grenade or a shield potion, or any ranked mode item. They should be able to spawn El Goblino. Don't question it. I will explain that part later. And also spawn a unique entity that I made specifically for this. Also, I think it would also be fun if chat could give the player admin controls. That'd also be a very unique thing. Some of the new modifiers that I added, some of my own personal ideas, I think it'd be fun if this one I kind of overruled after they released the El Goblino buddy, but I had an idea where you could bring El Goblino along with you through the hotel, and he'll kind of like give you tips and stuff and talk to you. But then they released the El Goblino buddy and it was kind of overruled. My next modifier idea is chatty. This modifier will make entities respond to you in the chat. So like you can literally type, "Hi Rush," and then he'll type back, "I'm rushing you," and then just spawn. So it would be kind of a goofy mechanic, but more so for fun than anything. The next one's starter chests, where you kind of like in Minecraft, where if you use a starter chest, you'll spawn with random items. In this case, you can spawn with 2 random items. Merchant, where Louis will be able to trade any item in the game for any item in the game. And finally, Wandering Trader, where Louis will be able to spawn in the hotel. Okay, so the next thing I thought I'd mention is new organizations for the elevator systems. So as you can see over here on the left side, where you would normally like pick your modifiers, there will now be 2 tabs. The first one is modifiers. You'll be able to delete, go back, and go forward as you normally can with your normal modifiers. Delete, go back, go forward, and unsee, or whatever that I thing is. And then you will also have another bar for something I call quests. This quest idea is something that I also created a while ago. It's very similar to their new thing of visions that they released, or at least teased. By the time you watch this video, it'll probably be released. But yeah, so some of these examples, these are just little quests that'll give you some goofy badges and rewards, such as some unique item skins. And some of these quests you could do the speedrun badge, where you can get the like book in, book out badge that is unused. By My Side, where you beat the game with an item from the pre-run shop. Healthy as a Horse, beat the game without taking any damage. Beat a game without never picking up a light source, never hiding. A lot similar to the challenges and pressure. Another unique one is beat the game, but it's in black and white. Beat the game, but hiding spots can be locked. Beat the game, but for every door opened, anything can happen. It's kind of like a randomizer type thing. Beat the game, but you just get random jump scares, even that don't actually harm you, unless, you know, you get jump scared by Rush and then Rush spawns and kills you. Then it will be harmful, of course. And then finally, Police, where if you unlock something, a random entity will spawn for every time you unlock something. And then over here on the right side, you have the floor selector thing. I kind of decided that the buttons for like pick each floor and stuff will click directly to it. I feel like that was a kind of, to be honest, useless mechanic, as most of the, like, as with like the event floors, you'd still have to just scroll over to it. So I feel like it would be easier if it was just all scrolled over to. And like you can get admin, panel, and then my original idea for the El Goblino, but what is now the El Goblino Buddy. And then play, modifier percentage, blah, blah, blah. The next thing I think they need to update is the badge organization system. I think it's a bit confusing and hard to navigate. So what I decided to do is I added tabs where you could get to each type of badge, like event, collab, general, entity, crucifix, quest, floor, and then battle mode, and then whatever types of badges they add later. And then you could see like the list view of them right here. And then when you click on it, boop, it will show up over here with the icon right here, title, subtitle, or whatever you call that little quote at the bottom, and then how you obtain it. And then your percentage bar for the star will be up here. The next thing I feel like needed to be updated was the lobby. It's a bit out of date. I know they just updated it, but I feel like there's a couple more things they could do with it. So just a couple of my ideas of what could happen based on what they have. Obviously the UGC hallway over here. I know it says over here because I flipped it. But yeah, the UGC hallway over here. And then and then if you go behind the UGC, there will actually be a little staircase here. I'll explain that in a minute. But then you can go back here. There's the office there now. Over here, the leaderboards, the ambient door. Elevators up and down. Obviously, we'll have like the tables that they added to the game. Although I'm going to shrink them down. I'm either going to shrink them down or expand the lobby size. The fireplace and chairs. And then in the middle here, in between the two tables. I actually wanted to put like a reception desk, kind of like an actual hotel has. Over here's where the seat I think is going to be. The back door, I'm actually going to put the back door entrance in there. And then trust me, and then outside, over like when you go outside the big area, there's gonna be the staircase. You can go around this way, and then there's gonna be mines and outdoors elevators over here. And they can go around this way, and where the back door elevator used to be, there's gonna be a rooms elevator. Second floor. Yeah, this is why I wanted a staircase, because if you go up the staircase, you pop up over here. Sally will be sitting on a little table over here, playing with a random item, looking out the window. Although when you get close to her, you can interact with her and she'll like turn her look at you. Over here, honestly, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this area, but we'll figure it out eventually. Over here, there'll be like a little event poster right here, and then like the event shop, like when you can get the limited edition item skins, and then kind of like, you know, and then event elevators over here. So like the bottom floor is the main elevators, and then the top floor is the events. Speaking of events, another idea that I had is that I think a lot of people really like the April Fool's event. But one thing that I definitely would do to make it a bit more replayable is, honestly, a lot of people have played April Fools again and again and again using the modifiers. Slight reference to a deleted modifier there. But yeah, it just kind of gets boring after playing it enough. So my idea is, what if we add a retro mode and a super hard mode for the mines? Super hard mode, like they could have like the generators have like 10 times more light bulbs. You could have like rumbles be so much faster and have bigger hitboxes. Giggles are like deadpan silent, and like there's like 10 of them in each room. Like there's so many possibilities for that. And then retro mode, I mean, you've already seen, like if you've played retro mode plus on Roblox, obviously there's that. Like grumbles could be like the nest could be like a kill brick factory, and the grumbles are kill bricks going around on, you know. And like the little old like don't press the button buttons for the terminals. Like there's so many possibilities for this. Okay guys, so the next thing I think they need to do, it's fairly simple, just some new room types and sub room types that I think should be added. A sub room idea could be a lottery room where you can like find like gamble, like using coins you can like gamble to get items or nothing, or just more gold or whatever you feel like. Then some new room types you could add. There could be like a kitchen room type for the hotel. They have so many unused food aspects that honestly it's kind of pointless to only be in the mines. Gunk yards for the mine, kind of like those little trash rooms, just a lot bigger. I think figure one, like the figure rooms in the mines are honestly, especially the first one's kind of pointless. The second one's kind of goated. So I think the first figure room should be replaced by the second figure rooms, like the generator cave. The meat cave should just be removed entirely. And then the second figure room is what I call the sewer control system. Because not only does this fit the sewer area much better, but it also makes it more playable. So basically how this is going to work is you'll find little computer chips scattered throughout the room, and you have to input them into a console. So it's going to be fairly simple, but also a little bit difficult to make it more interesting. And then the last thing I think they should do, I think they definitely need the greenhouse type area for the mines. Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about what could be updated in the hotel. With Rush, to be completely honest, it's a pretty good character. There's not much wrong with him. I think Rush is good for now. Ambush is also good. Okay, so Seek is the first character I really want to talk about. Because the biggest thing, I think, is that the fact that in the mines, he has two completely unique chases. And in the hotel, they're exactly the same, minus a couple different room types. So I definitely think that the second room type should be overhauled. If you ever have seen Cheddar Balls, I actually really like his idea on how they should implement figure into the second Seek chase to like kind of show how he got to the electrical room in the first place. I think that's a really good idea and really fits with the story. Hyde, honestly, there's not much to say about him, whatever. Hyde is honestly pretty good. I definitely think that there could be some things updated about him, but for the most part, it's good. Now, figure we need to have a conversation with. First off, I strongly believe he should not get as aggravated as quickly as he does. He gets way too aggravated way too quickly, and sometimes for no good reason. And to be completely honest, I think he should no longer have a set pathing. He's getting way too predictable. I'm pretty sure they updated this, but I could be wrong. But I do believe he should just be randomly, like, free to just randomly walk around and not have, like, any set pathing, which also makes it so that no area is safe, which I feel like would be a lot more enjoyable. And, like, so, like, it could be a lot more exciting. Like, he's a lot more harder. Just don't make him get as aggravated as quickly. And obviously, he can't go in the areas he's too tall to go to. He can't go in areas that are inaccessible. And this counts for every room that has figure in it. Timothy, Jack, Sally, Dread, and Screech should all be good for now. I mean, there's not really much. There might be a couple of details to touch up on. Like, I honestly think Screech could use, like, a new rendering and, like, a new look. Otherwise, not much to touch up on there. Dupe honestly kind of needs an overhaul. I believe he should no longer be able to spawn in locked rooms. Like, he should only be able to spawn in rooms that you could just walk into the door, because I feel like in locked room it's way too easy. You could just walk up to the door and peek through it and see if he's in there. And the other thing I think they should do, I think they should make all the walls have a second layer so that you cannot just peek through the wall to see Dupe, because I feel like that makes Dupe way too easy and an underrated entity. Shadow needs a complete overhaul. It's really, really, really rare, and I feel like it's just a pointless entity, and it's really just used as an Easter egg. So I feel like there's a lot you could do to overhaul him. Maybe, like, obviously still keep him a very rare entity, but, like, you should be able to, like, make him, like, obviously he has a light shade and a dark shade. I definitely think that he should be able to, like, depending on which shade he is, you gotta, like, stay in the dark or the light to avoid him. I feel like would be a really cool mechanic for him. Guiding light, honestly, I feel like one of the biggest problems is that it will, in, like, the rooms where you have to go into, like, super many side rooms in order to find a key, I feel like it's just way too difficult with that, because guiding light will illuminate the key but not the room. So what I feel like is it won't illuminate the key anymore, but it will illuminate what sub room it's in. And it will only illuminate the key if it's in a drawer in the main hallway. Jeff, honestly, I believe needs a slight overhaul at minimum. He should be able to have, like, a secret shop, like a little, like, mid-run shop, like, not at the library, but, like, in a random spot that you could just randomly find him and you could get, like, extra bonus material. I strongly believe that there should be, like, a secret Jeff shop underneath the courtyard statue, but he sells, like, better items than he does at his normal shop, and that would make it, like, kind of like, that way you can, like, stock up on materials. You can get some healing items for the snares and Screech. You could get a crucifix to deal with Rush and Screech and the eyes, and then, of course, you can get some, like, I don't know, like a flashlight would very much help in the greenhouse. Jeez, the blur. Bob, I honestly feel like he's an underused entity. Now, yes, he's appropriate. He's literally dead, and he kind of just chilling. And I believe that's a good mechanic. But one thing I do think you should be able to do is using just any item. I don't really care what item. But you should be able to revive him and, like, get a secret badge for reviving him, and he'll just run off into the oblivion and leave you to die, become him. And then meanwhile, a Goblino, I feel like he could also use a complete overhaul. Like, he's really cool. He just kind of talks. He's, like, a cool guy to talk to. But I feel like his, like, love for gold is underused. And I think one thing would be cool is, like, if you, like, leave Jeff's shop and immediately turn around, you'll be able to see him, like, jump up on the table and, like, climb through the painting to, like, kind of show how you, like, climb through the walls. And then, like, randomly, there's, like, a 5% chance that he'll just, like, bang through the wall and just attack you to steal your gold. And then I think if you can, that would also give some good mechanic use to the tip jar. you can use the tip jar to like give him the gold, and that'll make him happy and calm him down and like give you a Survive El Goblino badge or something like that. Halt is another character I feel like could be fixed. Obviously the best thing I could say for him is Halt's flicker. Halt's flicker needs to be fixed, like his light flicker. Seeking Wish Seeks Footsteps AFAIK should be fixed. And they need to re-add the roundabout modifier. I feel like that was a really good modifier. And if they could potentially re-add that once they fix his mechanics and like figure out how to incorporate it with Halt's new mechanics, that'd be good. The Void. No, honestly, not much to say about this. I mean, what better could you really do with a void? An endless abyss of time and space. Oh. Hello there. Yeah, the eyes, honestly, not much to work on. Meanwhile, flip to the next page of the book. The snares. Honestly, snares could honestly be reworked a bit. They definitely need badges for like getting stepped on, and you should definitely be able to crucify a snare. I'm sorry. You like shoot me down if you want to, but I will stand by it. One of my ideas for a new entity, I haven't actually made concept art for this, which I regret doing now. But I made an idea for a new entity called Mirror. Obviously, you see this shattered bathroom shattered mirrors in the bathroom room types. And I feel like what would be really cool is if like occasionally they're actually fixed and you can actually like see yourself in the mirror. And then like if you interact with it, like if you try to crucify the mirror, it'll reflect back onto you. So you can crucify yourself, or you can burn yourself using a lighter. You can blind yourself using a flashlight. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities with that. Another new idea I had is gunk. So this is an entity where if you flush vitamins down a toilet, if you can potentially make that mechanic, like you should be able to flush things down the toilet, and if you flush something down the toilet, gunk will crawl out and try to attack you for flushing that. And if you avoid it for long enough, basically you just need to try to avoid it. But if you stay in that room for long enough, or stay in the general area for long enough, then it will just flood the room and drown you. Meanwhile, it's easy to outrun. I hope you have vitamins, but it's pretty easy to outrun. Just might take a minute. The next idea I have is one that I will admit this is not my idea, but it is a good idea. And this is to making a crucifix. I think it'd be great if you can find like crucifix shards hidden around the map. And then you can put like the Hotel Plus trailer, just combining the shards into a crucifix. I think that'd be absolutely amazing. And if you can't actually make that in a mechanic, you should at least make that like an animation for the activated crucifix item skin. We're only 20 minutes in and I'm not even a quarter through my ideas. This might be a long video. The next thing I think that they need rift rooms to be at least slightly more common, because like the people going for the donut badges when it's not an event, like obviously you can find donuts in the Christmas event, Halloween event, but like when there's not an event going on, they still want to be able to find the donuts. So I think rift rooms should be at least a little bit more common, specifically the donut one. And I also think that's another thing the kitchen room type I mentioned earlier could be used for, is like you can find donuts in there. Also, Doors developers, if you're watching this or listening to this, we need Doors coffee. The donut shops, the cafes, they have coffee machines, but they don't have coffee. We need coffee in Doors. And then, yeah, my final general idea is... Oh, wait. No, it's not my final idea. What am I saying that for? But the library, guys. The library severely needs to be updated. I definitely think that the second floor mechanic that they use for the Christmas event would be a really cool aspect to add to the library in the real game. And yeah, I just strongly stand by the second floor library, guys. Unblock those stairs, put some bookshelves up there, you're good. We already talked about how the courtyard could be upgraded, and I'm not going to go much farther into that. Doors developers, if you're listening to this, please make these more common. Look at this amazing fan art I found. It's called Rabbit in a Snowstorm. It's like the best painting indoors, guys. Just my personal opinion. It's useless. Boom. Okay, guys, next up is the mines. The mines has a lot of aspects that can be upgraded. First off, I think Grumble should be able to access anywhere in the map that is a tunnel. I don't, other than the main anchor area where you, like, press the button to open the bridge. I think they should be able to access anywhere but that area as long as it's not blocked off by vines and it's not through a doorway. Or up a ladder, of course. Louis. We need Louis modifiers. And guys, don't judge my idea here. This is just something that I think would be unique. Louis is able to scam you. That's right. If you, on rare occasion, you can give him an item and he just won't give you anything. Or if you don't notice his hole is there, you just completely walk by it and ignore it. He'll sometimes crawl out of the hole and just steal an item from your inventory. Just to be goofy, and you get a badge for him scamming you. That's the only benefit. Dam Seek. Guys, honestly, the dam doesn't really need to be upgraded that much. But one thing I do think would be cool is if, like, the arms and the baby Seeks were in the first level, the snakes were added in the second level, and then in the final level, he can occasionally spawn, like, a whirlpool that kind of, like, spins the platforms around. They will line back up with where they're supposed to go, because obviously it'd be way too difficult if they were mixed and matched, and jumps could be impossible. That'd be difficult. So I think that a whirlpool would be cool. Also, you should be able to get a badge for crucifying the dam. It is possible. And it generally just annoys me that you don't get a badge for that, even though it's technically just crucifying Seek. Fun fact of the day. Did you know giving Louis a holy hand grenade will kill him? If you don't believe me, go on the admin panel and try it yourself. Bob watches you while you sleep. Now back to the show. The back door. Honestly, there's a lot with the back door that they could have added. I feel like they need to add some more lore to the back door. Because as of right now, it just seems like a goofy challenge with no actual story. Guys, I'm not even going to try to add things to the rooms because they already have the rooms upgrade thing that's coming out soon with their archives update. And honestly, I'm not even going to try to guess what's going to be in that other than Honcho. So yeah, I'll just leave the rooms for the devs. Okay guys, with the outdoors, I definitely think that the outdoors characters should be able to get crucifixed. I know they're not supposed to work in the subfloors, which is why I made a solution for that as well. If you put a crucifix in the Golden Rift, you will get the Curious Crucifix, which is a crucifix that will work in subfloors. They can also just rarely be found in subfloors randomly. Also, the Groundskeeper, he's a good dude, guys. Now, this is my grandpa right here. Okay, I feel like the cause are like an underused entity. They're just there for ambience. One thing I do think would be cool is if you can find like cause sheds, like little sheds in the outdoors just full of random items. But what will happen is like the cause can like steal your items and they'll like bring it back to their little shed. And you can either give them bread or just, you know, do stuff like use lockpicks or something like that to get your items back, plus some bonus items that happen to be in there. Oh look, it's my little brother. Rampy. Still got it, boy. I apologize for the poor editing skills of this video, guys. This was made because my editing platform went out. So my editing's gonna be kind of bad. And also joy to the world. And now it's time for me to just generally go over my personal ideas, mostly like item skins and stuff. Okay, so the rest of this is pretty much just gonna be my personal ideas for what some item skins could be. So I'm gonna start off with my bundle ideas. The first bundle is the holiday bundle. This would be great for like the Christmas season, etc., etc. It would cost 5,000 knobs or $49.99. You get it. The description would literally be Merry Doorsmas. It's beginning to look lots like doors must, everywhere you go. So it will contain an eggnog smoothie, hear me out, a present lighter, a Christmas tree crucifix, a candy cane lockpick, which actually was already added now that I think about it. You guys actually predicted that would happen. And then a cookie glow stick. The second bundle will be the space bundle. It will be the same cost because, you know, why not? And the description will be a reference to Toy Story, to infinity and beyond. And it will include the planet bomb, the rocket lighter, the star glow stick, the ray gun gold blaster, and the satellite crucifix. Then we have the Arctic bundle. This is another winter themed bundle. It's 2,000 knobs. The description is let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, kind of reference like, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And it will contain 3 items, and this will be the icicles crucifix, which is also already out, the snow cone flashlight, and the snowball glow stick. Finally, for the bundles, we have the 4th anniversary bundle. This will be their also what I like to call the party bundle. Happy 4th is the description. It costs 4 knobs, and it includes a party hat flashlight, a balloon glow stick, a party crucifix, a celebration buddy, and a deck of cards bandage pack. Now to go into the actual item skins. Okay, first off, the bandage pack ideas. This is the Jeff bandage pack. The description is tips, please. Bandages will look like gold bars, and it will cost 3,000 knobs. Poorly designed deck of cards bandage pack. Pick a card, any card is the description, and bandages will look like cards. This is the building blocks bandage pack. If you can't see, it's a bag of legs. Don't question it. So the bandages dropped will look like little toy blocks. Pickle jar bandage pack. Bandages drop will look like pickles because we love pickles. And if you didn't see, instead of ES, it's just a Z because that's a popular thing indoors with like the tips. So yeah. Spiderweb bandage pack. This is a Halloween skin, and it's generally bandages dropped look like Timothy because why not? And it will cost 250 candy. Green bean bandage pack. That's one mean bean. Bandage dropped look like green beans. Don't question the vegetables. Popcorn bandage pack. I've got to have some popcorn. Effect. Bandages dropped will look like popcorn. Next up, we have some bomb skins. I feel like bombs need skins. This is the Retro Eyes Big Bomb skin. I'm terrible at drawing eyes, so that's why it looks like that. The description is negative aura. It has some retro eyesy sounds and retro eyes effects. And it costs $14.99 knobs. Watermelon Big Bomb. The explosion is red and green with black spots. Couple more bundles I forgot to mention earlier. The first one's the toy bundle. It costs $14.99 knobs. The description is playtime, like the Sally badge. And included, it has the toy gun gold blaster, the building blocks bandage pack, and the Pop-It crucifix. The monster bundle will cost a badge. Description is spooky scary. It will contain a gargoyle buddy, a witch's brew smoothie, not like the witch's brew green soda. Skeleton lockpicks, candelabra candle, Frankenstein bulk light, ghost shake light, and mummy vitamins. The the healthy snacks bundle. So it includes an apple bomb, a banana gold blaster, a blueberry knock bomb, a watermelon big bomb, a carrots crucifix, a green bean bandage pack, and a potato alarm clock. Because like potato clock. And then there's the movie bundle. This one's still in progress, but it at least has the popcorn bandage pack. This is the backdoor alarm clock. It's themed around the back door, if you can't see. Got the curious light on the little bell things. The Lookman is what is the arms, and their little boxes on the bottom. In the middle, when it's colored, it looks like haste. The effect is that when it rings, it has some haste sound effects, and it costs $14.99. This is an El Goblino alarm clock. It looks goofy, I know. The description is, "Oi, hombre, you got the time?" And yeah, don't mind its leg. Its leg is very convoluted. This is the Planet Bomb. The world is in your hands, and it just blew up. It costs $19.99 knobs and has a bunch of chromas. This one's obviously themed after Earth. It also has Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune chromas. So yeah, enjoy. This is the Dynamite Bomb. Light it up like dynamite for only 799 knobs. And this is the Holy Bomb skin. Yes, it's themed after the Holy Hand Grenade. Don't judge. And finally, we have the Mandrake Bomb. It's literally like the Mandrake's head, but it only has one of those viney tentacles, which is where the fuse is. The description is "shut up, thanks." And the effects, it has some Mandrake-y sounds. And it costs $19.99 knobs. I only have one bulk light skin, and this is the Frankenstein bulk light for Halloween. It's alive, is the description. Its color is lightning yellow, and it has some lightning effects. I also only have one candle skin. This is once again a Halloween skin, and that's the Candelabra skin. Instead of having, the effect is that instead of having one tip, like one candle wick, it has 3 wicks. So you, like when you do the animation, it like does like a swiping motion. So it has unique animations and specs. Crucifix skins. First off, we have the pencils skin. For when you need to draw something to save your life. Very similar to the Doodle skin. Its color is pencil gray. It has some sketch effects and has $14.99 knobs. Christmas tree crucifix. It has some green and red aura. That sounded very wrong. Utensils crucifix. HL. It's literally a spoon and a knife creating a crucifix. And it's $14.99 knobs. The L Splash crucifix. The only reason you're playing this game. It has some blue and yellow aura color. Its effect is that, obviously not the real one, but like an L Splash appears and like strikes down the entity. And it costs the group member badge. The Noob crucifix, its color is yellow, and it costs $14.99 knobs, with a bacon chroma that is bacon red, and a a Builderman chroma that is builder orange. The satellite crucifix is from the space event. I don't really know what to say about it. It looks like a satellite. The glitched crucifix, this was teased, but at least I think it was teased if I'm remembering correctly, but it never came out. So yeah, but this glitch crucifix will have a purple with a glitching effect and $19.99 knobs. Okay, with the flashlight skin, this first flashlight skin is a bit unique. This is because it is not an actual skin, it's a chroma. Because I believe there should be limited time chromas to other item skins. Obviously, like you'll have to buy the item skin first, but then you'll be able to get limited edition chromas. So this one is the figure skin with a Santa hat chroma for Christmas time. It has a red and white swirl, as well as some like pepperminty effects. And it's 20 Stardust for a limited time. Party hat flashlight. Celebration time, come on! It's basically a party hat that has light come out of it. Doorknob skin. I spent $500 to get one. It's literally a knob that costs, it's one knob that costs 499 knobs. And it's doorknob gold. Glow stick skins, we have the Christmas cookie glow stick, which we don't throw food, guys. But the effect is it splits in 2 when it's thrown. Splash Potion glow stick. It has glow 4 or glow IV infinite, where it will actually like shatter into like, it will like shatter into like the particle effect from like kind of like a Minecraft Splash Potion. and it will actually like make a glass shattering sound, and it's only 799 knobs. Star glow stick, because we'll be counting stars, guys. I'm making so many references that half of you guys probably don't even know. And it has some like shimmery sounds. The bat crucifix, or bat glow stick, why am I saying crucifix? The bat glow stick, it'll suck out the light of you. Get it? The light of you. That's a knee slapper. Anyways, it will be part of the Halloween event. And yeah, I'm sorry guys, I did not have time to draw concept art for any of these. But I think they're still pretty good ideas. Gold blaster skins, the trumpet gold blaster, toot toot. It makes some trumpet sounds and like has some music notes effect, and like it's only $14.99 knobs. Hear me out, guys. We need a crossbow gold blaster, a taser gold blaster, which will be electric yellow color, have some tasery sounds and electric particles, and be $14.99 knobs. And then for the space event, there will be a ray gun blaster, which will have a purplish green, like it'll swap between purple and green each time you shoot it, and we'll have some ray gunny sounds. Coca-Cola. Oh wait, green soda, my bad. But anyways, the Coca-Cola skin with its little limited time chroma, the Santa Cola chroma. Guys, I don't know why. I feel like I remember drawing the concept art for all these, but I just can't find it anymore. Anyways, a little Halloween lantern skin. This will cost 100 candy during the Halloween event. It will have a little pumpkin face, but this is the Jack-O lantern. It's literally a pumpkin with Jack's face carved into it as a lantern. It's really cool. Guys, like I said, we need coffee and doors. This is why I said the new latte item. And just some little item skins for this latte. We got the pumpkin spice latte for 250 candy during the Halloween event. And we've got the peppermint latte during the Christmas event. For the lighters, I definitely think one of the lighters for the Christmas event, they need a present lighter. When you open it, it will make some joyous sounds like, yay, yippee. And it'll have some green and red variants of light. With the rocket lighter, it'll literally go 3, 2, 1, blast off. And when you open it, you'll literally just flip the rocket upside down, and then like the blast off thing will like be the light, and it'll have some rockety sounds. And then the tombstone lighter, it's a tombstone, that's a lighter, 250 candy during the Halloween event. Candy cane lockpicks are already out, so I can't really say I had that idea anymore. And then the skeleton lockpicks were bad to the bone. It's literally bones as a lockpick. Really cool, like I said. Then I think we need a Curious Moonlight candle. Curious and Curiouser, of course. It will be yellow. It will cost 799 knobs. It's just a reskin of the Moonlight candle that's yellow, but it's Curious Light. Which, of course, that means we need a Curious Moonlight float as well. How curious, 799 knobs. It's yellow now. Guys, that just means it's honey, really, but, you know. Then, guys, this is a special item I was purposefully waiting to talk about. But obviously, I was mentioning the gunk entity I created earlier, the toilets. Guys, if we have toilets, why don't we have toilet plungers? Hear me out. So, guys, I decided the best item skin for a toilet plunger, Screech. And, of course, it has a giggle chroma and a mandrake chroma, because we don't like any of them. And, guys, by that, I mean we don't like any of them. Who else is excited for the great meme reset of 2026, guys? I'm so excited for it. Next up, for the Rift Jar, the only item skin probably ever for the Rift Jar is the Rush Jar skin. Out of my way, based on the leak of the items that are unused, I feel like the Rift Jar, like a Rush Jar item skin would be appropriate. Description's out of my way. It makes some rush sounds when broken. And like it'll have some black aura around the rifts, and it only costs $29.99 knobs. I know it's expensive, don't judge. The Ghost Shake Light. It was a Halloween event. It'll be kind of like sound like a ghost, and it'll have a ghost face in the beam, and it'll be a white color. And honestly, guys, it's the only idea I had for shake lights, or as some people call it, the gummy flashlight. Next up, for the shears, my best idea for the shears is for Halloween, they need a scythe skin. Hear me out, shears that look like scythes, goated. You know, like kind of like the groundskeeper scythe. Next up, guys, for the skeleton key, it's just like the Christmas chroma for the bob skin. Just put a Santa hat on the bob skin, we're good. For the smoothie, I got the witch's brew idea. It's literally like a cauldron with some random stuff in it. yeah, for Halloween. Hear me out. Seek smoothie. This was not my idea. This credits to Cheddar Balls for this idea. I think could be a great skin to add though. Then the Trophy Cup smoothie. You win is the description. When you drink it, it'll have some like old Roblox winning sounds, and it will require the rock bottom badge, which is really easy to get. So it should, like, a lot of people should have this skin. And then of course for Christmas we have the eggnog skin, which will have a hot cocoa chroma. Honestly, I had no idea what the heck to put for a straplight skin. So as you can see, this page for the straplight ideas, well, it's entirely empty. I have no idea why my screen is so blurry right now, but yeah, it's entirely empty. What is... Okay, there it goes. Yeah, as you can see, the straplight skin page is entirely empty. Then my only idea for the vitamins was the Halloween event. We need a mummy vitamin thing. Hear me out. Just vitamins wrapped with like mummy bandages. Okay guys, and then for the final part of this video, I'm going to be talking about the batches that they announced. To be completely honest, I think these batches are a great idea, and this last part is just pretty much going to be my ideas on what these batches could be. First off, for the January batch, I think that would be a great time to add the quests, add like the replayability. Obviously, this is mostly probably going to be the visions that they're releasing the day after Christmas, but like I feel like that'd be crazy. That's also when they could update the lobby, add some new organization systems, and honestly, I think they should re-implement the NVCS 3000, but like for the mines, because like that way you're not wasting your lockpicks on stuff. In the February update, that's when they should update Jeff and the crew. The Jeff bandage pack should be added then. That's when they should add like new items. I wanted to add like a Jeff stand mini subroom, which in that subroom it will literally just be Jeff in there, but he only sells one item. And they wanted to add some new items, which is lemonades and grapes. Hear me out. The player walked up to the Jeff stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bop, 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 got any grapes?" Yep, guys, it's literally inspired from that song. This is also when they could add the new modifiers, overhaul El Goblino, add the new Jeff, like, secret shop, and, of course, make Bob a bit more replayable. This is also another idea I had for this one, is that they should add a new the El Goblino shortcuts thing, where you can pay El Goblino to skip a couple of rooms, or pay him to escape a longer room or maze. My next idea for March, I think they should do, that's when they should release like the kitchens, add the utensils crucifix and the pickle jar bandage pack, the new latte item. April, obviously, that's when they're going to do April Fools. I think that's when they should add like retro mode, super hard mode part 2. I also think they should, that in my opinion, another really good idea to do would be for April Fools 2026 to be randomizer mode. Like when I mentioned my like randomizer vision, I think that randomizer mode would also be a good April Fools if they really tried to. And guys, they could literally just re-tease it as the third R mode, ranked, retro, and randomizer. Like, hear me out, that sounds really unique, don't you agree? In May, that's when they could like update the bosses. They could add like a mines greenhouse, update the figures rooms in the mines, update Grumble, update the second seek chase of the hotel, update figures pathing at a second floor of the library, update Dupe in some way, either by removing him from locked rooms or by adding double layered walls so that they can't just see through the walls. That's also when I think they should have rebuff the courtyard, and also should update the dam. For June, I personally think that the best idea for that is to release like a summer update, just like kind of announcing the summer, as well as release the space bundle. In July, that's when I think they should add like the sub 4 update and or the castle. Sub 4 update can honestly come out anytime. I couldn't care less. But like I do feel like that's when they should release like the castle, would be either July and August. So yeah, and they could add like the backdoor alarm clock, mandrake bomb, curious moonlight float, and moonlight candle, and the new subfloor, of course. Or not new subfloor, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. The castle, or the new subfloor, or update the room subfloor, I don't know. In August, there would be kind of like a two-part event. The first part would be like the back-to-school update. You can get the toy bundle, pencils, crucifix, trumpet, gold blaster. And then the second part of it is the Doors anniversary event, where you can get the L Splash crucifix, the doorknob flashlight, lottery subrooms, and the 4th anniversary bundle, and other 4th anniversary bonuses. In September, I think something that would make Doors a lot more popular is if they did like a fan contest of some sort, where you could do like a live vote for like some more fan item skins, some like fan items, fan entities, like just general stuff they can add. And of course, I think they should that's when they should update the voice acting and chat control. In October, that's when I think they should update the Haunted Hotel event, Trick or Treat 2026 in this case. The Monster Bundle, the new candy skins, a bunch of badges. And then I think this should be like the Haunted Hotel reskins, the Pumpkin Bob would return. Hear Me Out werewolf figure, kind of like the Krampus figure from the event in Christmas. And then Swamp Monster Seek. There will be a bunch of like item skins you can buy with candies or badges. And then lots of badges like Tricks and Treats, collect a bunch of candy, collect all the different skins. Spooky Village, complete the Spooky Village quests, which is randomized. Trick or Treat or eat 500 candy. Eat a lot more candy. Die to a candy, I feel like could be an interesting badge. Beat the haunted house during Trick or Treat 2026. Beat the haunted house after Trick or Treat 2026. And of course, the final one, Trick or Treat at a certain amount of doors, because I'm definitely bringing back the treaters for this. November, this would be the trash update, guys. This is when they just add a bunch of random item skins. They added the gunk stuff, the mirror stuff, update the bathroom, update the Louis modifiers and scamming, update the cause to scam people, update Halt's Flicker, roundabout modifier, and Seek. That's when like just kind of like they clear it up. And then the best part of the year, Doorsmas. Ta-da, guys, I even actually made a thumbnail for this. So you guys, hear me out with Doorsmas. This is when they add the new bundles. Holiday bundle, Arctic bundle, the just peppermint latte, the Christmas chromas. I went deep into this Christmas update, guys, so don't judge me. All the elevators will be decorated. The hotel elevator will have some Christmas lights and a thing of eggnog. The mines elevators all the rocks will have like some Christmas carvings. There will be like a cookie tray and some Christmas lights. The back door elevator will have piles of presents and Christmas lights. The rooms elevator will have red and green walls and Christmas presents. And the outdoors will have some Christmas trees and Christmas lights. So yeah, there's a lot more for the Christmas update. Take a look if you want to. That's all for today's video. Bye.